students. Today we are going to solve an unsolved problem on retirement of partner, which is there in your textbook, page number 185, problem number 3. Whenever we are going to solve any problem on retirement, first and foremost, you are supposed to read the problem carefully. Let us first read the problem and understand its adjustments. The balance sheet of Annu, Renu and Dinu is as follows. The partners are sharing profits and losses in proportion of 2:1. Means 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5 and 1 by 5 respectively. They have given the old balance sheet before the retirement, balance sheet as on 31st March 2019, which is given in the question. Then the question further says, Dinu, who is the third partner, is retiring on 1st April 2019. The date matters because we are supposed to prepare the new balance sheet after retirement on the date of 1st April 2019. And the terms of retirement are as follows. The first adjustment says the assets are revalued as freehold property, new amount is given 30,000, machinery 5,000, furniture 12,000, and they say all the debtors are good, means there is no RDD. Goodwill of the firm is to be valued at thrice the average profit of preceding 5 years. Preceding means what? Last 5 years. The profits all are given of the last 5 years. Third adjustment says Dinu should be paid rupees 3,000 by check. It is very important to know the word by check, that means bank transaction. The balance of Dinu's capital account should be kept in the business as loan. We have to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, which is also called as revaluation account, capital account of the partners and balance sheet of the new firm after the retirement. Now I'll explain how to solve this question, which is there in page number 185 of your textbook. The assets, first let me explain the adjustments. In adjustment number 1, it is given that the assets are revalued. The first revalued asset is freehold property. The amount given in the adjustment is 30,000 and amount in the old balance sheet, if you observe, it is 27,000. 30,000 minus 27,000 is equal to 3,000. Since the amount given in the adjustment is greater than the amount which is given in the balance sheet, that means there is an increase in the value of an asset. Increase in the value of asset, the effects are profit and loss adjustment account credit side. Why credit side? Because it is the profit for the firm. When there is a increase in the asset, that means there is a profit for the firm. And the new value of rupees 30,000, which is given in the adjustment, will be given in the new balance sheet asset side. Second, in the same adjustment was regarding machinery. The amount given in the adjustment is equal to 5,000, whereas amount in the old balance sheet is given as 4,000. The same case, that is adjustment amount is greater than the balance sheet amount. So the amount of 1,000, which is an increase in the value of an asset, would be written in profit and loss adjustment account credit side. Same reason, because there is an increase in the value of an asset, which is the profit for the firm. And the new value of the amount, that is rupees 5,000 of machinery, will be written in balance sheet asset side. Next, in the same adjustment was furniture. Amount given in the adjustment was 12,000, whereas we observed that amount in the old balance sheet is equal to 15,000. Here there is a decrease in the value. Amount in the adjustment is less than the amount there in the balance sheet. That therefore there is a decrease in the asset, rupees 3,000, difference between 15 and 12. Decrease in the value of an asset is a loss for the firm. Hence, would be written in profit and loss adjustment account which side? Debit side. And the new value of 12,000 which is there in the adjustment would be written in new balance sheet asset side. The same adjustment also says that all debtors are good. Good in the sense there is no need for reserve for doubtful debts. You are going to get all the amount of debtors. So the debtors in the old balance sheet is written as 20,000 where they had provided a provision of RDD 1,000 and they had given the amount in the outer column as 19,000 in the balance sheet, but now rupees 1,000 is not required. So it is a profit for the firm. Hence has to be written on profit and loss adjustment account which side? Credit side. And the full amount of debtors, that is rupees 20,000, will be written in asset side of new balance sheet. I hope the adjustment number 1 is clear. Now regarding the second adjustment, regarding goodwill. Goodwill is valued at thrice the average profit of the last preceding 5 years. I said preceding means what? Last 5 years. So goodwill here the value is not given. We have to calculate the goodwill. Goodwill calculation we had already done in the previous chapters as well as in your previous lectures. We are going to calculate the goodwill by which method? Average profit method, in which you all know that there are 2 steps. The profits of the 5 years are already given in the question: 1,000, 10,500, 10,000, 16,000 and 10,000 respectively. When I am adding all this up, I get how much? 47,500. Now we are going to calculate the goodwill by which method? Average profit method. The first step, average profit is equal to total profit divided by total number of years. When I am going to add this up, I am going to add all the profits divided by 5 because 5 years. I told the amount is 47,500. We will be writing that divided by 5, we get 9,500 by cancellation. And the second step, goodwill is equal to average profit multiplied by number of years of purchase. Number of years of purchase is given as thrice. Thrice means 3. So this average profit 9,500 multiplied by 3, the value of goodwill is how much? 28,500. So this is the value of goodwill which we have got by calculating the average profit of the last 5 years. The new value of the goodwill, just now we calculated what? How much? 28,500. Here this is the 5th case of goodwill in which the goodwill amount is already given in the old balance sheet. The value of goodwill in the old balance sheet appears to be 30,000. Again we have to reconcile the value. Here we see that the value of the goodwill calculated according to the adjustment was 28,500, which is lesser than the value which is already given in the balance sheet. So there is a decrease in the amount of rupees 1,500. How did I get this 1,500? 30,000 minus 28,500, but the new value is less, so there is a decrease in the value of an asset. Again decrease in the value of an asset. The first effect would be profit and loss adjustment account which side? Debit side. And the second effect, new value of goodwill, that is rupees 28,500, will appear in the balance sheet which side? Asset side. Now regarding adjustment number, we saw adjustment number 1 and 2 just now. Now let us see adjustment number 3 and 4. When we balance Dinu's capital account, finally we cannot carry it to the new balance sheet. Why? Because Dinu is retired, no more the partner. Hence, in adjustment number 3, it is stated that the company will pay how much? Rupees 3,000 in cash to Dinu. Full amount is not paid, only rupees 3,000 will be paid. And the remaining whichever amount which will be due will be transferred to Dinu's loan account, which will be paid later by the company to Dinu. So it is hence it will be transferred to which account? Dinu's loan account, which will appear in the new balance sheet which side? Liability side. Why liability side? Because the company has to pay to Dinu on a later date. Your amount of rupees 3000 paid in cash will be deducted from which account? Bank account. Why we are writing it from the bank account? Because it is clearly stated it is paid by check. So here you can see that bank account balance in the old balance sheet is how much? 5000. Amount paid to Dinu in cash would be 3000. So the amount remaining balance in the bank would be 2000 rupees. Now we are going to solve the problem. How we are going to solve the problem? First we are going to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, which is also called as revaluation account. As you all know, we have two sides, the debit side and the credit side. On the debit side, we will be writing the decrease in the value of an asset or increase in the value of liability, and on the credit side, increase in the value of an asset or decrease in the value of liability. Just now earlier I explained where the amount was decreased and increased. In case of furniture, you saw there was a decrease, hence we will write in revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account, debit side rupees 3000. The goodwill value also had decreased, so to goodwill account 1500. On the credit side, I would be writing by freehold property, because freehold property, the value of freehold property has increased, so it is rupees 3000. Machinery account, the value of machinery has increased by rupees 1000. And RDD, that means the RDD all debtors were good, so RDD was no longer necessary, so RDD rupees 1000, which is a profit, again would be written on the credit side of which account? Profit and loss adjustment account. Now after comparing debit side and credit side, we see that the credit side amount is greater than the debit side amount. On the credit side, we have 3000 plus 1000 plus 1000, which totals up to 5000. Whereas on the debit side, we have 3000 and 1500, which totals up to 4500. So 5000 minus 4500, 500 is the profit, because the credit side is more than the debit side. 500, that is the profit on revaluation. This 500 would be distributed among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Here I have calculated and I have shown you how they have distributed 500 rupees profit in the old ratio 2:1 between Anu, Renu and Dinu, in the ratio 2/5, 2/5 and 1/5 respectively. 500 multiplied by 2/5 is equal to 200. Again 500 multiplied by 2/5, 200, and 500 multiplied by 1/5, 100. I have written it in the inner column for your reference. We will total up both the sides, which is equal to 5000. This is your profit and loss, which account? Adjustment account or revaluation account, in which we got the profit of rupees 500. Now the next account which we are going to solve, which we are going to do is capital account. Capital account again has debit and credit side. Then we have the debits and credit side. We are going to write particulars, the name of the three partners, Anu, Renu and Dinu, and on the credit side to the same. First I'll explain how I have solved the debit side and credit side of capital account. On the credit side, it is by balance brought down. By balance brought down, from where did I get 40,000, 30,000 and 15,000? From my old balance sheet. I have carried the amount here, 40, 30 and 15 respectively. Then as regards, then in the liability side of my old balance sheet, we had general reserve. General reserve again would be distributed among the old partners Anu, Renu and Dinu in the old ratio, that is 2:1 respectively. The general reserve amount given in the old balance sheet is rupees 5000. So 5000 multiplied by 2/5, 5000 multiplied by 2/5 and 5000 multiplied by 1/5. We get the answer as 2000, 2000 and 1000, which I am writing it on the credit side of capital account under their respective heads. Then this is by P&L adjustment account. And what is this? This is the profit. Just now I had explained in the profit and loss adjustment account we had got a profit of rupees 500 which was distributed between the old partners in their old ratio. So we are going to write 200, 200 and 100 on which side? Credit side, because the profit was written on the debit side of P&L adjustment account, which is carried forward to capital account credit side. Then the next adjustment on the debit side, just look into it, to bank account. Why bank account 3000? As per adjustment number 3, it is clearly stated that Dinu is paid 3000 in by check. So that is why to bank account, under Dinu's capital account we are writing 3000. And then after having done all this, we have to first tally which account? Dinu's account. Who is Dinu? The retiring partner. And it is clearly stated in adjustment number 4 that Dinu has been paid only 3000 by check and the remaining amount would be transferred to Dinu's loan account. So we are going to do that. 15,000 on the credit side, we see 15,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 comes up to 16,100. Minus 3,000, we get the balancing figure as 13,100. And what is that? Dinu's loan account. I have not written the balance. Why? Because Dinu is the retiring partner. No more the partner, continuing partner in the business. Okay. So regarding Anu and Renu, they are the continuing partners who are going to continue the business. So their balances of the capital account would be transferred to balance sheet liability side. Let us first balance it. 40,000, 2,000 and 200 comes up to 42,200. No adjustment on the credit side, debit side. Hence the same would be the balance which would be carried forward to the capital account of the balance sheet. Same case of Renu, 30,000 plus 2,000 plus 200 and nothing on the debit side. So the same is the balance of the continuing partners which will be transferred to the balance sheet liability side. Both these amount would be transferred to balance sheet liability side. This 13,100 of Dinu's loan account would be also transferred to liability side of balance sheet, but as Dinu's loan account. We will see the balance sheet. The balance sheet of the new firm I have prepared. Balance sheet as on 1st April 2019. You know why? Because that is the date of retirement of the partner Dinu. Now I'll explain the balance sheet. First I'll explain the asset side. The bank, either you can prepare bank account separately or you can do the adjustment there itself. Bank account I have prepared. See the bank account. The balance as per the old balance sheet is 5,000. We have paid Dinu by check. So by Dinu's capital account on the credit side 3,000. 5,000 minus 3,000. The remaining amount which is there in the bank is rupees 2,000, which I have written in the asset side of balance sheet. Bank amount is 2,000. All debtors were good. So the final amount of 20,000 which we written on the asset side outer column. Furniture, the earlier amount was 15,000. Since there is a decrease in the value of asset, that is the depreciation on furniture is 3,000. The outer column amount will appear as 12,000. In case of machinery, 4,000, there is then increase in the value of an asset. So it is 1,000. So therefore the amount is 5,000, which will be written on the outer column of your asset side of balance sheet. Freehold property, the amount is 27,000 in the old balance sheet. There is an increase in the value, 3,000 we have already explained, and also have also written the P&L adjustment account. So 27,000 plus 3,000 is equal to 30,000 in the outer column. Goodwill, the earlier value which was appearing in the old balance sheet was 30,000. When we calculated, there is a decrease of 1,500. Hence, the new value of 28,500 will appear in the asset side of new balance sheet. This is your asset side. Then your liability side, capital account of the continuing partners Anu and Renu, which I have carried forward from the capital account balances, that is 42,200 and 32,200. Earlier I have explained. So I am going to carry forward. Dinu, who is the retiring partner, his amount is transferred as Dinu's loan account, 13,100 from capital account. Creditors, since there was no adjustment, we will carry forward the same balance as it is appearing in the old balance sheet, outer column 8,000. Similar is the case of bills payable too. There is no adjustment, so outer column 2,000. After having done the required adjustment and also checking the sum, we have to tally the total. We have to total up the balance sheet on both sides, asset as well as liability side. And when we tally both of them, we find that we are getting the total as 97,500 on both sides. The balance sheet of the firm should tally. So the tally figure is 97,500. There is a error in the question, the answer which is given in the textbook. So therefore there is a difference in the amount, but this is the correct amount. I have already checked with the other textbooks. So this is the correct this is the correct amount. So you can solve this problem in this manner. Thank you.